Today's toy spot is on the DC Universe Classics Wave 6 Calabac Wave. We're looking today at the classic, the silly, the colorful Killer Moth. And a Batman villain. What's there really to say about Killer Moth? I mean, I'll say more certainly when the figure is out of package, but definitely lends itself to the idea that they're not going for the big name characters. A lot of people probably looked at Killer Moth and said, Killer who? Wise, I guess a picture of Killer Moth down below. It's hit or miss. But as you can see, he does have the main piece being the head and torso of Calabac. By the way, anyone interested, this is also figure 3. On the back, the other figures in this wave, aside from the Killer Moth, we've got Superman, we've got Shazam, Captain Marvel, we've got Mr. Miracle, and Hawkman. And the read-up on Killer Moth says, Drury Walker, wow, what a name, was an unsuccessful career criminal who took on an even more unsuccessful career as a costume villain. What he became was a joke both to his fellow criminals and crime fighters alike. Disgusted with being laughed at, Killer Moth made a deal with the demon Neuron for greater power in exchange for his soul. Powers that changed him into a fierce half-man, half-insect, all-mad Charaxus? Statistics, first appearance, Batman number 63, March 1951. So if you do want your first appearance of Killer Moth, you can look for Batman number 63. Real name, here we go again, Drury Walker. Occupation, career criminal. Base of operations, Gotham City. Special abilities, suit allows flight, cocoon gun, and razor sonar waves. He is a silly bit of a character, a silly figure. But let's get this opened up, and perhaps we might be charmed by the absurd-looking Killer Moth. Stay tuned, guys. Don't go anywhere. Alright, and the checklist for the Killer Moth is crucial. So if you need to get Calabac, you definitely have to get Killer Moth, because the main piece that he includes is the head and torso of Calabac. Certainly couldn't go reviewing any other figures from this line without a piece that I could actually plug the other pieces into. So we'll actually take the leg right here that came with Shazam, Captain Marvel, and we'll peg that into place. Peg it into place. I always dread figures that have like a little bit of a skirt or something, just enough that you can't quite get the leg in there, because you're gonna always have to bend it up and bend it in. Blast. There we go. There we go. I was this close. Well, I wasn't that close. I was going to say I was this close to giving up. But then where would those reviews go? They'd go nowhere. But there you have, really already 2 characters down, and Calabac is shaping up. One of the benefits of having a head and a torso as one piece. So there is Calabac. I'm sure he is definitely going to get better. Let's put him aside. Let's look at Killer Moth. The accessory that Killer Moth does come with is his gun. Really classic looking though. Kind of a golden age style of gun. I do like that quite a bit. The gun, of course, can be held in his hand. Not well though. Maybe the one hand fares better. It does. See? Fares better on the one hand. You take it out. You can also put it in his somewhat holster. It's a little gray. I mean, it's not quite a holster. It's more like just a sash, kind of like so. And let's see if we can we get it back out? Now I got it stuck. There we go. So we got the gun. In the way of Killer Moth. Oh boy, how do I shoot a review? Well, I can say one thing: his torso is extremely loose. That's sad. Figure-wise, though, and I'm gonna get tons of mail, tons of comments down below. Dude, what are you talking about? I like this figure. I like it quite a bit. Sometimes something gets so zany in design that it almost becomes enjoyable. This kind of striping in the leg reminds me of characters that I like Top. The Top from Flash's Rogues Gallery. Certainly Killer Moth has this as well. But I really like it. It's garish. I mean, don't get me wrong. The face is silly. He's got these bright, well, a red kind of wing area. And certainly the pastel purple. There's a lot to look at and kind of chuckle. He is very silly looking, but I like it. I do like it. It's not to say I'm going to rate it high, mind you, but I do like it. There's some paint issues, you know, which is one of the problems when you usually deal with like a yellowish or a bright paint. Usually bleeding always seems to be a big issue. But he's got the bright orange. I like orange too, and I commented that on the Aquaman review that I have a weakness for orange. And maybe that's why I like Killer Moth so much, because he's got the orange in the gloves, he's got, of course, the orange in the legs. He is very silly, but I like it. His articulation, though, is that he has a ball-jointed head. He has ball-jointed shoulders, which is stiff on the one side here. He has a swivel in the bicep. You can bend at the elbow, rotate the hand. You guys know where this is going. You can swivel at the very loose torso. That's a real upset right there, is the fact that his torso is so loose. You can bend the legs out. Oh, of course, you've got waist articulation, which is stiff. Yeah, that has to be stiff, but let's make this nice and loose. His legs can bend back and forth, in and out. You rotate the mid-thigh, or lower thigh, you can bend at the knee, and also the foot can bend. Say what you will, I kind of think he's a cool figure. I would only really give him about a 6. I mean, he does deliver well with a nice bright color. I can't certainly be biased for the fact that he's just nonsense really, but he is a good looking character. I'm proud to put him on display. One thing though, be careful with these wings, because it looks like these wings are not removable. So if you're going to pack this away like I'm going to pack this guy away for the time being, do be careful that these wings don't snap. The antennas are at least a rubber, but yeah, these wings, be very careful. Today's toy spot, we're looking at the Calabac Wave DC Universe. We're looking today at the very colorful Killer Moth. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys next time.